Captain America appears to be taking flack from none other than conservative Americans. Ahead of next month's release of the film Captain America: Brave New World, actor Anthony Mackie said, quote, "For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term America should be one of those representations. It's about a man who keeps his word, who has honour, dignity and integrity, someone who is trustworthy and dependable." Mackie made this comment last week at a promotional event in Rome. Marvel's Italian social media account posted clips of his interview, but if you watch the clip, the controversial comment appears to be edited out. Let's watch.
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things. A man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity. Someone who is trustworthy and dependable. An aspect of a dream coming true.
In a separate interview with an Italian news agency, Mackie said this about his new movie.
I feel like it's just as important for black kids to see a black Captain America as white kids to see a black Captain America. Growing up, one of my favorite superheroes was Green, So it wasn't about race, it wasn't about, anything. It was just about him being a good guy and trying to do the right thing.
Later, Mackie walked back some of his remarks, writing on Instagram, "Let me be clear about this. I'm a proud American, and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is the honour of a lifetime. I have the utmost respect for those who serve and have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to."
Conservative political commentator Dan Bongino wrote on X, "Another SHIT movie I won't be seeing." Todd Erzin of Blaze TV wrote on X, "You should mock and boycott him just as mercilessly as you would Selena Gomez. His movie needs to pay the price for his disrespect."
Some Marvel fans defended the movie. An ex-user writing, "Captain America 2 and 3 were about Captain America directly going against the US government because they made poor choices based on incomplete information. He's not a propaganda spewing mouthpiece and is in fact the direct opposite. So yeah, Anthony Mackie is right." You a big Captain America fan, Amber?
No, I'm not a Marvel fan in general,
No.
Actually. I prefer DC Comics for one, but two, I'm so over the superhero movie thing, so this is very uninteresting to me.
I mean, it's just one of these controversies that gets thrown up. I guess I find the conservative reaction to it, at least as we characterised it from those tweets, a bit overblown. People talking about, the movies have to pay the price for someone's commentary and all of that. What he said seemed fairly mild to me. I didn't even find it all that aggressively critical of the United States. I guess the implication is that he's saying that Trump doesn't have honour and whatever the other words, respect and integrity. I suppose it has been taken that way, or it has been construed that he means the United States doesn't have those values. It seems well within the bounds of legitimate criticism to me, and I don't see why people are frankly so outraged about it.
Yeah, I thought it was a boneheaded comment more than anything else, and knowing that Anthony Mackie has apparently gotten himself in trouble for making dumb comments on interviews before. I've seen controversy on subreddits and the like, and I'll try to find some examples in a moment, but I think he just doesn't really think before he talks, and I don't think he really meant much by it.
I'm almost completely unaware of them. Anytime we discuss popular culture, I get kind of lost because I often don't know much about these people, and I don't know anything about the controversies he has previously been involved in. Now, it is interesting. Some people are pointing out that Chris Evans, who was a former Captain America and who is, of course, white, back in 2011, he made some somewhat controversial comments saying, "I'm not trying to get too lost in the American side of it. This isn't a flag-waving movie. It's red, white and blue, but it just so happens the character was created in America during wartime," etc., etc. And I think the contention is that there was much less controversy or much less outrage about Chris Evans saying that. I don't know whether the suggestion is the fact that Chris Evans is white protected him from some criticism, or the fact that those comments date way back to 2011 made it a less polarised time a less polarised context into which those comments fell.
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, we certainly didn't have the broader concern about companies like Disney and Hollywood writ large being so aggressively liberal. Getting back to what I was saying about Anthony Mackie.
Is that, I mean, I'm just thinking, have conservatives not complained forever about Hollywood
Yeah,
and the
but-
entertainment industry being liberal?
I think they feel that it got worse in the time of Trump.
Do they?
Yeah, I do think that. So Anthony Mackie got in trouble with the left, actually, a few years ago because people wanted his character and Sebastian Stan's character in one of the TV shows or something. I don't know. I don't watch this stuff. But they wanted them to be in like a secret gay relationship or something.
Okay.
And he kind of shut it down. He said the idea of two guys being friends and loving each other in 2021 is a problem because of the exploitation of homosexuality. It used to be guys could be friends, we could hang out, we could do this, and it would be cool. But you can't do that anymore because something as pure and beautiful as homosexuality has been exploited by people who are trying to rationalize themselves. And I guess the left took this to mean that he had some issue with himself playing a homosexual character. I had no problem with what he said.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show that this can happen to basically anybody for any particular reason. He also took a lot of heat for actually being the first Marvel actor to come out in support of Jonathan Majors after he was accused by multiple women of assault. And I don't know, I don't think he really cares that much about his public image. At least he doesn't seem to be as careful with it as some of the other Marvel actors, although Chris Pratt gets in trouble all the time apparently for being Christian or whatever. So yeah, I mean, this is something that is, again, pretty interesting to me. I'm not a huge Marvel fan. I don't really like superhero movies outside of like the Christian Bale Batman films and older than that. I don't take my cultural cues from Hollywood.
Yeah.
So
I mean, exactly. I think that people should just chill out a bit more. I mean, it's what he said seems defensible to me. If people are offended by it, that's okay, and they don't have to. I mean, nobody's putting a gun to anyone's head and marching them into movie theaters to see movies that they don't want to see anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And like, I mean, it's called Captain America. Saying it's like not about America, I think is kind of dumb. I get the point he was trying to make. I don't think it was a good one, but I wasn't going to see the movie anyway, so I'm completely unperturbed.
Well, neither of us will be spending this weekend going to see the Captain America movie, it sounds like. But
Sounds good.
There we go. Anyway.
Well, we have plenty of other weekend plans, I'm sure. I think Niall's actually running a half marathon, so let's wish him luck on that.
If we have any viewers in Miami, you know where to come and sign.
That's going to do it for us today on Rising. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we are now available anywhere you listen to podcasts.